Most of us have heard the term work-life balance, but I don't think the phrase work and life is enough to really shed light on all the different types of imbalances. Basically, the phrase fails to detail what exactly work and life entails. I prefer to use the motto I learned from The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, and that is the 4 human dimensions: physical, mental, spiritual, and social/emotional. I made a video about why being balanced doesn't mean being mediocre, which details these dimensions. In this video, I want to do a thought experiment on what it would be like to have a complete imbalance in one dimension against the other 3. You'll see what I mean when I start. Subject number 1. Let's call him Chad. Chad's imbalance is that he only focuses on the physical dimension. Working out, bodybuilding, and nutrition is all he cares about. He doesn't care to learn anything else. In his mind, the only god is the gym, and the few friends that he has are part of the gym that he goes to. In terms of appearance, Chad passes with flying colors. Unfortunately, since he's never cared about school, he dropped out of college, making it difficult to find a stable job. He has the potential in being a great fitness coach, but because he prefers to keep to himself and is a bit socially awkward, it's hard for him to find clients. He lacks the drive to really do anything else other than hone his body. Chad is the embodiment of the physical dimension reaching its peak, while the other dimensions are completely neglected. Subject number 2. Let's call him Sheldon. Sheldon's imbalance is that he only focuses on the mental dimension. All that matters is intellect and work. Exercise and diet, who cares? Sheldon's god is knowledge. The sharper his mind is, the greater the ability to learn even more. What family? What friends? Sheldon doesn't even like being around other people. They're distractions to him. In terms of scholarly achievements, Sheldon reigns supreme. Unfortunately, he's very unhealthy due to the lack of exercise and proper nutrition, so he gets sick pretty often. He has the potential to be a great leader due to his knowledge, but he hates having to deal with people and doesn't really feel the drive to really start anything big. All he cares about is gaining more knowledge. Sheldon is the embodiment of a strong mental dimension, but with every other dimension pathetically weak. This is perhaps the closest to what most people consider having a terrible work-life balance. Subject number 3. Let's call her Mary. Mary's imbalance is a heightened spiritual dimension. She's reached what people call enlightenment and has detached herself from earthly desires. She has researched and studied countless religions, practicing all that she can to become enlightened. Everything she does is filled with presence and awareness. She has mastered what it means to be in the present. She's the embodiment of spirituality at its finest. However, physically, she's weak. She eats very little daily and doesn't exercise much because she spends most of her time being still and observing the world. Although she knows a lot about religion, she lacks knowledge in the understanding of how the world works, whether it's science or business. And because she's detached herself from earthly desires, she never seeks to make any friends or connect with anyone. Mary may have reached enlightenment, but she lacks a lot of what makes life more balanced. Lastly, subject number 4. Let's call her Susie. Susie's imbalance is that she only focuses on the social dimension. There isn't a single person in her family that doesn't know her on a genuine level. All the friends that she has are true friends and have her back. Any stranger she meets will find it very easy to open up and talk to her without feeling awkward. She's a true social butterfly. Unfortunately, she's a very frail girl because she neglects to take care of herself physically. She was never into studying or academics, but luckily, she's made many friends who helped her find work that suits her social talents. When it comes to spirituality, she doesn't really think too much about it, and she doesn't really have a drive to do anything other than interact with the people she cares about. Susie's the embodiment of the social dimension, but with the other dimensions being neglected. Well, that's pretty much it. This thought experiment was just to show you guys what might be the result of just focusing only on one of the human dimensions, while leaving the other ones completely alone. It was interesting to see what the differences were like, and I have a question for you guys. If you were to pick just one of these subjects to live as, who would you pick? Leave it in the comments below. I have a theory about which one seems the most appealing, but we'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video about the 4 different types of imbalanced people. I'll see you in the next one.